Okay, I'm going to give an update on the new system here. Was experimenting with a couple of coolers. None of them really seemed to make much of a difference as far as keeping the CPU under control as far as temperature is concerned. So I started playing around with a couple of things in the board, which I'm going to show you here in just a second. And we'll go from here to here. Okay, so there we go. All right, when I first went into this, I originally went into the overclocker, and I came into the CPU overclocking here, auto, and I had done customize, and I had set this at 5400 and this down to 1.225, so about 25 millivolt undervolt, and I set that at 5400. Well, it turned out that that was kind of unrealistic. It's not supposed to sustain 5400 all core. The 5400 boost is single core, so that actually didn't work out too well. The machine blue screen in the middle of an Cinebench R23 test, so that was no good. So I set that back to auto. I came into the performance preset. Now normally this would be sitting on auto. We have PBO enabled. You've got here, well, it won't let the CPU get above 85C. It will do some adjustments to it, or at least it'll keep it under 85C. Now, doing the 85C, let me just check my notes here. Just 85C, Cinebench score was 19416. And I figured, well, let me see what I can do here at the PBO and TJ Max 85. I was be able to sustain all core 5 gigahertz without any problem whatsoever. So then I decided, well, I'm going to keep going down and see where I can get my next thing. So I ran it at 85C, curve optimizer 20 millivolt undervolt. The score increased at 19,558. And we got up to a little over 5.1 gig. So, okay, fine. I then went down to this one here, and performance went up again. Cinebench score was 20,165 on average. I made 2 runs, and we were able to sustain 5.2 gigahertz all core. So very, very good. Decided to push my luck. Got to here, 85C, curve optimizer, minus 40 millivolts. No, that was a mistake. The first boot, it blue screened. I mean, didn't even get into Windows, it blue screened. So that was pretty bad. So I went back to the minus 30 millivolt, and everything's fine. I've got a little bit over 5.2 gigahertz all core sustained. No blue screens. Cinebench ran just fine. Temperature was 85C. Everything was fine. So with that, I think that we're pretty much, there. I think that's all I'm really going to do with it at this point. So that's the story. That's where we're at. Hopefully that's useful to you if you decide to use this combination, 7700X and LiveMixer board. My recommendation at this point, even though I'm not a fan of playing around with overclocking and all this other undervolting stuff, I mean, I'm just, I think that I can be convinced that given the results that I have here, it's not a bad option. Anyway, that's the story. That's what's going on. If you have any comments or you have any other questions, I will be happy to answer them. Leave them in the comments in the video below, and I guess we'll see you somewhere down the line. So have a good day.